Que lo que de lo mío. What's up, people? These are my 5. I was going to say top 5. And I was thinking about saying top 5. But, well, yeah, it is my top 5. It is my top 5 most nostalgic games of all time. For me personally. So, basically, I thought about, listen, I want to make a video. What should I talk about? I'm going to talk about the games that I always think about wanting to play all the time. I'm always thinking about when this happened and that happened and over there and this over here and this happened, and I always think about reliving those moments, you know? And I should say a lot of these are not necessarily from my childhood, but more like these are games that have heavily impacted, like they have had a huge impact in when I played them, that they feel so nostalgic to me, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know how else to describe it besides that. These games, these 5 games were so impactful in my timeline of my life that I will never, ever, ever forget my positive feelings and my, just absolute, just happy moments of playing these games. So, yeah, so let's talk about it. So, let's talk about the first one on the list. I'm going to talk about Pokemon Blue Rescue Team. Okay, so this game, I first played it. I don't want to say it came out because I don't remember when it came out, but I remember playing it when I was, I think, either I was in middle school or in high school. I don't remember. I think I was in middle school. Maybe I was in high school. I don't remember. But basically, this game... I have so many fond memories of this game, bro. I used to play this game like bonkers. Like just a stupid amount. You know what I'm talking about? I played it so much. So much. That, yeah, I got to a point where I was like trying to complete the Pokédex by recruiting the Pokemans. And like grinding bosses to like recruit the bosses, I unfortunately eventually gave the game away because I was kind of an idiot. Before my 20s, I was kind of an idiot. Yeah. I mean, I'm still kind of an idiot, but like before my 20s, I was pretty stupid. Anyways. So, yeah, I gave the game away. Gosh dang it. But whatever. And my freaking DS Lite, my black DS Lite. I loved it so much, but I thought, what? I'm going to give it away because, again, I was stupid. But anyways, so that game was incredible. It was absolutely it made such a huge impact on me. I've talked about this before. Like, even with the manga portion that also came out with it, like, made the story even more cool, and it just completely took me, like, I just loved it. I loved it. And the thing too, eventually years later, it wasn't until years later until I played the sequel of the game, well, I guess I did try, I think, Explorers of Darkness, I don't know. But eventually I played Explorers of Sky, and that one was way better. But Blue Rescue Team still remains as like, one of my games that I will never ever forget. I will always have close to my freaking corazón, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the games, Blue Rescue Team. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. I should say the full name completely, correctly as well. Okay, let's move on to the next game on the list. And I'm going to say Dragon Quest IX. So Dragon Quest IX has really just kind of shot up on my list of favorite Dragon Quest games. Also, it's already at number 3 on the list of my top, 11 favorite Dragon Quest games. But, and I've said this so many times before, but if that game got remade, oh my goodness, that would be my favorite game of all time. Yeah, but I love Dragon Quest IX, dude. It's so funny. It's so fun. It's so addicting. The characters, the world is great. The vocation system's great. The progression of the game is incredible. The graphics are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The characters I already talked about, but still, everything is so well done. And I freaking love it. I love it. I love that you can equip whatever you equip, you can see on your character. I love just the variety of all the different things that you can become or do, or just it's just so well done. It's such a perfectly great, although it's not like 100% my favorite vocation system, it's definitely up there, like class system, vocation system overall. I love it. I really freaking love it. And the game itself is just so great. And I've had so many great memories. I've had so many great memories with the game, bro. I've had so many great memories with this game. And it's a game that I played. It's a newer one that I played. The first time I officially beat the game was like 4 years ago, And then I've replayed it a couple times, but I've also been able to have the opportunity to play it with 3 other friends, and I have a bunch of videos of those adventures on my channel, which were such incredible moments and so much fun. Probably some of my favorite live streaming sessions for sure. But yeah, it was so much fun, man. It's such a great game. It really is. And all of the different things I did besides the game itself with it, I think have also obviously kind of increased my opinion on it. So yeah, Dragon Quest IX, fantastic game. That's the number 2 on the list. Let's move on to number 3. Number 3, brother. Bray John, come back for some chicken and rice, bruh. Yo, Bray John, number 3. Oh yeah, number 3 is Fire Emblem Awakening. So number 3 is Fire Emblem Awakening. Oh, Fire Emblem Awakening is amazing. It is such a good game. Okay, I played this game not when it first came out, because I was serving a mission for the Lord, for the Lord Almighty, up on high in the sky. For 2 years, from 2012 to 2014, I was in Toronto, Canada, spreading the good word of Jesus. But anyways, so after that, because I think this game came out either 2011, like right before I left, which I didn't end up playing, because I didn't have a 3DS. I think I bought my first 3DS in like 2014 or 2015, something like that. But anyways, yeah, so I played the game a couple years or a little bit later after it released, and I was blown away. So before that, I've played a couple different Fire Emblem games, mostly just the GBA ones, and I loved Fire Emblem. It was a fantastic series and franchise. It was probably my first actual RPG, turn-based RPG outside of Pokemon, because I grew up with Pokemon and I didn't play anything besides Pokemon RPG-wise, at least turn-based RPG-wise, until freaking after, like in high school. But yeah, my first series, I think, was Fire Emblem that I tried outside of Pokemon, or at least one of them, or at least the most memorable one. But anyways, so Fire Emblem Awakening was an absolute joy. I loved the franchise already. I thought it was great. I loved the weapon system. I loved everything about it. And this story, bro. This story, bro. It got me good. It got me so good. It got me to the point where Lucina, I know you could marry her as the player character, but like I didn't want to marry her because I saw her as my daughter, bro. She was my daughter, you know? I played the game almost through the eyes of Crom more than the player character, you know? Although I loved creating my own character and kind of, you know, the character creation wasn't like incredible, but it was good enough that I liked my character. But I've replayed. I've replayed this game so many damn times, man. I'm thinking about replaying it right now. Like I said, this list is just games that I think about playing all the time or replaying, and it's incredible, dude. It's freaking incroyable. C'est très incroyable. C'est très incroyable. Yeah, the story was so good though. It really tugged at my heartstrings, man. And it really made me fall in love with Lucina. Again, not as like a romantic love, but like a daughter love. Like the daughter I will never have, you know. I have two beautiful sons. I love you guys, but you know, your mom and I were hoping for a princess. But, you know, it was gonna be the third kid, but we can't have any more kids. So anyways, let's move on about that. Or at least we shouldn't. But anyways, Lucina, the daughter I never had, bro. The daughter I never had. The daughter I've always wanted. She's just amazing. The story itself is amazing. All the characters are amazing. I love the aspect of getting married and having kids and being able to recruit them. It was so freaking cool. So unique. So awesome. I love the freaking, like... I just love... you know, the way that they did this game. This game was incredible. And we all know that that Fire Emblem was basically going to go... This was going to be their last hurrah. Fire Emblem Awakening was their last attempt at trying to make a game. And if it did not perform well, they were going to go bankrupt, basically. That company was going to stop making games. But the game far exceeded their goals, their sales goals, by like a lot. And so basically it was like a rebirth of the series as a whole, because we know that after that we got multiple games on the 3DS and then the Switch. You know, even the freaking Fire Emblem Heroes has become incredibly popular on mobile. So yeah, it's been a super, super, super popular franchise. Very, very prominent because of this game. And this game really... I know there was a pretty big division among the fans as well, but I don't care. I loved it. So anyways, Fire Emblem Awakening, so good. So good. Okay. Sorry, guys. So let's move on to the next one. All right, two more games on the list. I'm going to first talk about probably the most controversial one, and then a one that probably everyone kind of knew was coming if you've watched me before. But anyways, next game on the list is going to be The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. What? I know what you're thinking. What the hell, Papi? How is this game so nostalgic to you? But it is. This game, first of all, when this game was coming out, okay, I got to tell you a story. This game was coming out. I did not pre-order it. We all know it came out with the limited edition, the special golden Skyward Sword limited edition Wii controller, and it was gorgeous, and it came out with a soundtrack. It was a gold CD, and it was gorgeous. Well, I decided not to pre-order the damn game, and my goodness, did I regret it, because that version of it, at least, I really wanted that version, but I decided not to pre-order it. I was like, I'll just buy it day one. Guess what? It was sold out in mere moments. So I had to, for the next, until the game was released, literally, it was like I had like a matter of weeks. I don't even know how long it was, but I was literally searching for that limited edition version everywhere. Oh, actually, no. It was actually a little bit after it was released, I believe. It was like a couple days after that I finally got a copy. But anyways, I remember it was close to Black Friday because we all know this game released in November. Oh, that's right. It released 11/11, something like that. But anyways, so I was trying to get this game on multiple different times, and it just wasn't available. I wasn't able to get it. It wasn't Black Friday. Anyways, I tried every store, all the Walmarts, all the Best Buys, all like the little game stores, GameStop. Nowhere had this limited edition version of the game. Nowhere. And I was upset. I tried neighboring cities as well. I could not find a freaking copy of the limited edition. And I was not going to play this game if it was not the limited edition version. So I kept hunting and hunting and hunting. And again, I don't remember exactly if it was a couple days after release or the day of, but I remember there was this one Best Buy that me and my buddy, because my buddy was helping me out on this specific day. He was probably my good luck charm now that I think about it. So shout out to Tuna. But anyways, we went to a Best Buy far away from the city I lived. Not super far, but anyways, I'm trying to make the story more dramatic. I go in, okay, and I was beaten and bruised and just so sad because I tried so hard to find this damn game, this version. I've been everywhere and I couldn't find it. I've called everywhere and no one had it. But I finally walked upon this Best Buy, okay? And in this Best Buy, there was a man that worked in the electronics section. That's name started with an I. I still don't remember what it was. I don't know if it was Isaac or Yvonne or Evan. It might have been an E. I don't know. His name was something that sounds like And I asked him, Sir Isaac, or whatever, would you happen to have a limited edition version copy of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword? And he could see my depression, my sadness. He could see how determined I was and how broken I have become. And he decided to tell me and ask me a question. He asked me. First, he said, no, we do not have that version you speak of. And my eyes went towards the ground, and I almost wept. Not really. But he then asked me a question. His question was, do you love Zelda? And I looked at him in the eyes, and I thought, how dare you ask me this question? Of course! And then he said, nay, do you love Zelda? And I said, louder and more determined, yes, I do. And he said, okay, this is what we're gonna do. I have a copy of this specific version that I reserved that is being held at GameStop in this location for the next 6 hours. The rest of today, if you don't get there before it closes, that copy will be sold to anyone that comes first. But I am going to call them right now and tell them I want to switch my reservation to this young man here my name, which is Brian, but you can call me Papi. Because he said I already bought a copy from here. I bought the last one. And so I don't need this reservation anymore. But I will give it to you because you are a determined Zelda lover. And I said, my God, my goddess, yes, I will accept and I will do this. So he said, okay, I'm going to get on the phone now. You better rush down there and get that freaking copy. So I did. I rushed down there and I got the freaking copy. But I was met with some disturbances because although I got there in record time, thank God the police didn't catch me, the people there were like, who's this guy? Who do you think you are, dude? And I still remember there was 2 workers. They were freaking loser. Oh, wow, a Tesla Cybertruck. Interesting. Freaking loser people. They were trying to not give me the game because they probably wanted to buy it. And I said, I am the man that Sir Isaac Newton called and said to put his reservation under my name instead. And they're like, wait, what, are you sure? And my buddy was like, how the hell would the guy who reserved this game call you in the last 30 minutes and then some random guy tell you the exact guy's name and then you still not believe that he's the guy that the guy called about? Why are you guys making this so difficult? Eventually they caved to our determination because they could feel the love we had for Zelda. And I was able to buy the game. And I thanked Sir Isaac all the way home that day. And once I got home and I put the disc into the Wii and I lifted the controller into the sky, I could feel lightning course through my body as I played the game. It was incredible. Anyways, yeah, that moment was incredibly impactful in my life, obviously, and it was amazing. And so the game itself is also very fun. I've actually beaten it twice on the Wii and when it re-released in the HD version for the Switch. I freaking love Skyward Sword. I know a lot of people talk crap about it, but I love it. Anyways, let's move on to the last game because I just got home, so I have to hurry up. Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I know that's probably what people saw coming. I've talked about it before. I love this game. It is incredible. It's my favorite Pokemon game, my favorite version. It's got 2 regions, dude. And the freaking Pokemons followed you. It's perfect. The sprites are perfect. The gameplay was fun. Was it a little slow? Sure. But it was so much fun. The graphics were gorgeous. I didn't care. My experiences with it will never, ever, ever leave my heart. And I freaking love Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I played both of them because I had both versions and I would trade with myself and all, like, you know, all that stuff. I had friends I could trade with, but I didn't want to wait for them to trade with or battle. I just battled and traded with myself. Who cares? So anyways, I loved that game. Well, and for a long time too, I actually purchased every version, both versions of each Pokemon game for literally years. So yeah, but anyways, those are my favorite, most nostalgic games of all time. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on my list. Do you have any of these games on your list, on your top 5 list? Am I crazy? Did you love my stories? I'd love to hear what you think. All right, guys, like and subscribe. Totally join as a member, by the way. Shout out to the PokeKid01 for doing so. He's in the Ultra Papito tier. I appreciate you, bro. And consider, joining yourself. Thank you, guys. Talk to you later. See you in the next one. Peace.